today we'll be building word counter application, right? So this will be this is going to be very basic JavaScript application. So and basically what we are doing is whatever the sentence we give, the amount of words that we have used, that will be counted. Also the characters, right? These two things will be able to count. Apart from that one, the tech stack we'll be using for this one is HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So let's start by creating the HTML file. So I'll just give index.html. Let me create CSS file as well. So first what I'll do, I'll just create a very basic HTML template and I'll just name this one word and character counter, right? So next let me link the style sheet. We'll give the path and name style.css. So next let's start writing the HTML code, right? I'll just consider div and let me give the class name container. Next what I'll do, next let's consider h1 and I'll just copy paste the same thing, this one word and character counter, right? I'll just copy this one and paste it over here. Next let me make use of the text area. So I just don't need the name, so I'll just delete the name. Also let me give the ID of name, text input. Let me make use of the placeholder, type or paste your text here. So next what I'll do, I'll just consider rows and I'll give 10. No need of columns, right? So this is it for the text area. Next what I'll do, let me consider one more div. So here I'll just give class name of output. I'll just name this one output. Inside this div, let me consider two paragraph type. First one, inside that one, I'll be making use of strong tag. This one, I'll just consider word count. And after this one, strong tag, I'll just take span, right? I'll just consider the span tag. I'll give ID of word count and initially I'll give the value, hard-coded value 0, right? Next, I'll copy the same thing. Instead of the word count, this one will be character count, right? So this is it for the strong. Then span of ID, I'll just change this one to char count and the initial value will be 0 itself. So this is it for the HTML. Let me format this document once. So this is it for the HTML. Let's start writing the CSS, right? So give me a second. I want to make use of this one, Poppins font. So for that one, what I'll do, I'll just open the Chrome. Let me search for Poppins font. Click on the first link. Get font, get embed code, import, and I'll just copy this one, right? Let me copy and paste it over here. So I'll be using let me make use of the universal selector. So I'll just give this one. Let me give margin of 0, padding of 0, box size border box, also font family. Let me make use of this, right? So let me copy this one. What I'll do, I'll just paste it over here, right? So then let me make use of the body. So for body, I'll give display flex, justify content, center, Also align items, center, min height of 100 view height, also background of linear gradient of 135° as 6A 11 CV and hash 257 by FC, right? So this is it for the body. And also let me give color of triple F. So this is it for the body. Next what I'll do, let's style for the container. I'll go to the index.html. So let me copy this one container and paste it over here, right? Container. I'll give background of RGBA 0, 0, 0.5. So this is it for the background. Padding, let me give 2 rem. Border radius of 10 pixel. Box shadow 0, 8 pixel, 16 pixel. Also let me consider RGBA of this will be 0.3 instead. So next let's make use of the max width. I'll give the max width 800 pixel. Also width of 100%, right? This is it for the container. Next let's style for H1. So I'll just copy this one, H1. I'll just give text align, center, also margin bottom of 1.5 ref. This is it for the H1. Next let's style for the text area. So text area, this one, right? So I have already written the same text area. Let me give width of 100%, padding 1 rem, border none, border radius 5 pixel, resize, I'll just give resize none. Then font size, I'll just consider 1 rem. Also we don't need the outline, so I'll just give outline none. Also overflow Y, I'll just give scroll. So next what we'll do, we'll style for the scroll bar, right? I'll just copy and paste the same thing. You can pause the video and type the same. Actually this is for styling the scroll bar, right? Custom scroll bar styling basically. So next let's style for the output. So let me come here. So this one, right? We are styling for the output. So yeah, I'll just give margin top of 1.5 rem, text align, center. So let's style for the paragraph tag inside the output class. I'll just copy this one and let me paste it over here, and also let me come here and just copy this one, P, right one. So let me give margin of 0.5 rem and 0. So this is it for the style. Let's make this one completely responsive on all devices. So I'll just make use of the media queries. So let me give at media max width 768 pixel. Let's style for the container, right? So let me give padding of 1.5 rem. Let's style for the H1. Font size 1.5 rem. So this is it for the H1. Next, let's type for the text area. Font size of 0.875 rem. So this is it for the text area. Next, let's make use of the at media max width of 480 pixel. Let's type for the container. I'll give padding 1 rem. Next, let's style for the H1. Font size 1.2 rem. Also, finally, text area. Let me type completely. Font size of 0.75 rem. So this is it for the style file. So I'll just format the document once. So what I've done is I have installed an extension called Live Server. So this one basically, what it does is whenever we make changes in the HTML, index.html file, right? So the changes will get directly reflected in the browser. So rather than reloading the page again and again to see the changes, we can install this extension. I'll just close this one. Let me right click on the index.html file and click on open with Live Server. So let's wait for some time. Yeah, right now this is looking like this. So whatever we give here, the sentences we write or whatever the sentences we have, right? We should be able to count the words as well as the character. So this we'll be doing with the help of JavaScript. So let's start by creating the JavaScript file. I'll just name this one index.js. Let me give src of index.js. So let me format this document. I'll just move this one to the right. So next, let's start writing the JavaScript, right? First, what we'll do, we'll get references to the text area and the output element. So for that one, what I'll do, I'll just make use of the variable name text input. Just use document dot get element by ID of text input, right? Where the text input is coming from. And just go here, copy this one ID. Within the text area, we have given text input. I'll just copy and paste the same. Next, I'll make use of the variable name word count and give the same document get element by ID. So I'll give word count, right? So where is this word count coming from? Here, this one. Within the p tag, we have given ID of word count. I'll just copy this one. Let me paste it over here. So I'll just copy paste the same thing. Instead of the word count, I'll just give char count. Nothing but character count, right? We have to, I'll just change here to char. So basically the char count is coming from here, right? The second p tag inside the class output. So this is it. Then what we'll do, we'll add an input event listener to the text area. So I'll just comment this one and write, we'll add an input event listener to the text area. So I'll just make use of the text input, nothing but this one. We'll add the event listener input, call the function. Then let me make use of the variable name text input dot value. So what we are doing here with this one, we are getting the current text from the text area, right? This is just the value. Next, what we'll do, we'll just split the text into words and filter out the empty string. That's what we have to do, right? Let me make use of the variable name words. For filtering out the empty strings, what we'll do, we'll make use of trim. Also, as I've said, we'll split the text into words, right? For that one, I'll just make use of the split. Let's make use of the regex basically. We give filter. Length of the word we have to make use of, right? So I'll just give .len when greater than 0. So then we'll remove all the spaces, right, from the text to count the characters whenever. So here, if I give something like this, we have to, this is going to be 2 words, and also we are not counting the space in between, right? Whenever we count the characters, also the word. So that one we'll be doing here. So basically, I'll just make use of the variable name characters and just give text dot replace what we are replacing with. So basically, this will be regex. Empty string. So then what we'll do, we'll update the word and the character count finally in the input. Let me write finally will update the word and character count in the out. For this one, what I'll do, I'll just make use of the word count. I'll make use of the text content, right? And I'll set this one to words dot length of the word. Same thing I'll do for the character as well. I'll just make use of the character count. We'll make use of text content. We'll set this one to characters dot length. So this is it for the JavaScript. Let me format this document once. Let's check, right? So what I'll do, I'll just open another tab and I'll search for the lorem ipsum text, right? So what I'll do, I'll just copy this one. Let me copy this one and paste it over here. So we are getting word count 91 and the character count is 483. So everything is working perfectly. Let me give very simple sentence initially. Hi, I am Manu Bharadwaj. So the word count is here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is correct, right? So character count 7, 8, 9, 10. Then plus Bharadwaj. This is 9, right? So 19. Except we are ignoring the spaces, right? So everything is working properly. Let me check one last time. I'll just copy this one. Let me give the same. So this is giving word count 182 as well as the character count 966. So everything is working properly. This is it. Thanks for watching, guys.